My next guest is going to be taking on Max Griffin, UFC Fight Night, February 10th. It is right around the corner. It is Jeremiah Wells, live from the car right now. Jeremiah, how are you?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Doing great. Where am I? I was just going to say, you're probably finishing up practice, right?
Yeah, I just got out of wrestling practice. So, yeah, it's been a busy day, busy morning, you know.
No worries. Well, I appreciate it. I like the car anyways. Good lighting. It's quiet. So we got it made here. I appreciate the setup. When did you find out about this fight? It seemed like you got a full camp for this one.
I think I found out about it like 2 months ago or something like that. Yeah,
nice.
Like 2 months ago.
Are you excited to get to fight Max? Obviously, he's a pretty notable name in the division. Kind of like someone that's sort of been on the ranking, sort of hovering around there for a while.
Yeah, man. He's like almost like on that crust of being a veteran, you know, of the sport. And I'm definitely excited. He got a name, and he's my size. I'm excited about that. Usually, I'm fighting taller guys, but yeah, man, he's a weird style, something like mine's, but I'm a little better. So yeah, can't wait.
What did you learn the most from that last fight against Carlton Harris?
Just don't get too comfortable. That's all. I just got too comfortable at the last minute. Like I knew I was winning, and you know he had long arms. I watched the thing 1,000 times, and if I fought him again, I will crush him. I will crush him, and I know I'll get that chance, and I will crush him. Yeah.
We talked about Griffin stylistically. I mean, this has got a fight of the night written all over it. I know with his style and your style. How are you looking at this fight? Is it two guys who are going to slug it out, or do you see something different than I do?
Oh, I see me finishing him. It's always going to be a sided fight, like always. You know, I'm gonna dominate the whole fight, like I'll do every fight. You know, I can't wait to put a show on for the fans.
Tell me a bit about camp. Who've been some of the main guys you got a chance to work with this time around? I mean, we still have time, but who are you mainly working with?
I've been working with Pfeiffer, Andre Petrowski, a couple other guys, regional guys that Itu Papalousis, and yeah, a couple other guys, a lot of 170s, and I even got the chance to work with I forgot his name. Oh man, it's so crazy. I forgot his name.
We can come back to that later as far as who you remember you got to work with. I wanted to ask you about this thing that Brady talked about on Joe Rogan's podcast about Pfeiffer having the record for the hardest punch, even more than Ngannou. I didn't know about this. That's pretty crazy that he's got some serious power.
I didn't know about it either, but yeah, he's a big guy, man. He hits hard.
And what an opportunity for Pfeiffer as well, fighting Jack Hermanson coming up here in a month and a bit. You must be happy. Team must be pretty excited right now. You guys got a lot of big fights coming up.
Yeah, man, we all gonna be out there, man. You know, and that's what we love when it's like our whole team is out there. You know, because our whole team be out here, and then when we go over and somebody else land and take over, it just excites. It's exciting.
We just had the holidays, so I got to ask how the weight cut's going, because I don't know if you got to indulge a little bit or not.
The weight cut's going good, man. It's just slowly but surely getting down there.
Okay, no worries. And your corner, who will be in the cage with you on February 10th?
The same guys like always. Jonathan Webb, Cody Heyer, and John Marquez. My coaches that
You said you're going to dominate this fight. How do you see this one playing out? How do you see it going down with you and Max Griffin?
Me knocking him out or submitting him, you know.
And gotcha. Don't want to leave it in the hands of the judges for sure.
No way. And me getting a bonus, that too.
Yeah, that would be a good way to start off the year for sure. We got the big middleweight title fight next week. Sean Strickland and Dricus du Plessis. Who do you see having the edge in that one? Who do you think wins that?
I like Strickland. I think Strickland gonna take it home. You already know.
Yeah, it's going to be a good fight. Do you have any goals for this year? This is the time of year where people start doing the resolutions, or they kind of look ahead for the rest of the year. I'm sure for a lot of fighters like yourself, it's about keeping active. But do you have any sort of things you want to achieve this year?
Yeah, man. I want to fight at least like 4 to 5 times this year, and I want to be in the top 15. That's my goals, you know, and making fans going oohs and ahs to the point I'm getting bonuses after bonuses, and you know, just putting it on for my name to be up there, you know, up there with some of the best. And I remember that name, Drew Dover. Yeah, he's not a 170er, but he's still a big guy. Drew Dover came over and trained with us, and it was a good experience training with him.
Okay, well there we go. Got her. Oh yeah, that's right. I did see something on Instagram about that, about him being over at your gym, which is great.
Oh,
At the
Randy
top of your
Brown also. I'm sorry. My bad. Randy Brown too.
oh, Randy Brown. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Randy usually trains with you guys, though. I think, right?
Yeah, he's fighting. I think a week before us.
That's right. Yeah, yeah. No, he is. He got that fight. He got another fight.
Phil
Obviously,
Hawes, Phil Hawes too. It's a lot.
oh,
of
Phil
guys
Hawes
there.
is up there. I didn't know
it's a
that.
lot
Phil's
of
fighting this
guys out
weekend.
there, too. I just noticed that. Yeah. Sheesh. Wow.
I think we talked about this before, but like, that's so cool that your gym has become such like a popular destination for other fighters to cross train. Like, I know Neil Magny is training with you guys too. Like, what does that mean that you guys have such a good thing going that other fighters are now coming there to train with you guys?
It means that we're doing something right. You know, they see the hard work and they seen the dedication of all the fighters and the coaches and like the bond. And you know that makes something. You know, it brings us even stronger together. And we're here in the morning, we're here at night. You know, we're here on the weekends, and we're here 6 days a week. The coaches, the fighters, and like we putting in and working. You know, and like I said, when we fight, we put it on display. You see how Sean Brady do. You see how Joe Pfeiffer do. You see Andre's, the wrestling, the striking. You know, you see how I dominate. And then, come on, who don't want to be a part of that?
Absolutely. No, I think the results speak for themselves. Obviously, we're about a month or so removed from that welterweight title fight, just because that's your division. How surprised were you with Colby's performance against Leon Edwards? That was a bit surprising after such a long layoff, and him, getting a title shot where maybe some people felt like he shouldn't have got it. He put on a performance like that. How surprising was that to you?
I wasn't surprised, man. He'd been out for so long, and he been bouncing. When you bounce around like that, I feel like to camp, you don't really get that drive or that competition you need to put you on a top tier level. And that's what he was doing for a while, that I heard, and Leonardo had been in the same camp, probably got the same people, good coaches around him, and he's well driven. And I don't know, I just feel like Cody, whatever, he didn't put it all out there when he fought.
What'd you get up to for the holidays? We talked about how obviously you have the fight and you got to enjoy it a little bit, but did you get some time off, or what did the holiday season look like for you?
Not really. I trained. I didn't. I chill with my girl, and that's all. I didn't really celebrate as much as everybody did. Just lit a couple fireworks, I guess, and heard.
That's something. I didn't even do fireworks this year, so that's pretty good. So
hear a lot of shooting. People shoot around here, so.
Before we go, I got to mention you're wearing the NASA shirt. Any particular reason?
Nah, man. It's just I like NASA. I like stuff with the stars and everything. But anything they got to do with the galaxies and stuff. The Earth and all that. I like stuff like that. So, my dog is named Stardust. I named my dog Stardust.
Oh, interesting. Okay, I didn't know that. That's cool, man. It's coming up here February 10th. It is UFC Fight Night. Jeremiah, thank you so much for the time. If there's anyone you'd like to thank, any sponsors, any social media you want to mention, I'll give you the last word.
I like to thank the UFC for putting me in this predicament, man, and I like to thank you too for having me on your show. So
anytime, man.
And also thank God for everything. I'm blessed, man. I appreciate everything in my life.